are now entering a world beyond our own dimension, where men are men. A world where men are the masters of their own destinies. A world where the laws of society no longer exist. This is the Society of Scoundrels.
It's time.
Episode number 1.
Hello, everybody.
What do you think you're Bruce Buffer now? Just because you got a microphone?
Hey, yeah. Welcome, everybody.
Guess it's the UFC now.
This is the first episode of the Society of Scoundrels. I'm Brian, and here with me I have Steven, and I have Josh.
And Josh. Did you just not want to say hi, Steve?
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was doing his thing.
Dude, you're awful.
I'm not awful.
Yeah. Hey, am I supposed to be quiet right now? As Brian and I are
like
sitting in silence, like.
Well, I was looking down at my phone. My aunt and uncle are in town, and they're like trying to coordinate like to have dinner with Ashley and I. So.
Oh, is that why you have a time limit?
No, not today. We're probably gonna see him tomorrow. So
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why I was being a piece of shit. I'm not paying attention.
So what's up, guys?
Nothing, dude.
It's Sunday, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah? Did y'all do anything this weekend?
I attended an awful class. That happened.
Yeah,
but
that is an awful class. We won't talk about it just because
it's
of
not.
certain reasons. But
yeah.
I mean, worked yesterday.
Yeah.
Here today. I didn't do shit today. Well, I don't want to say I didn't do shit. I went home and took a nap for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's not doing
That's
shit.
productive.
Well, I cleaned.
Yeah.
I put all the shit in our backyard into our shed, and I had to clear that out.
Yeah.
From the hurricane. I put it in there from the hurricane, and I was like, well, I should probably empty that out.
I had a fish die.
Another one?
Yeah.
Why? What
I don't
happened?
know. There's some kind of disease going on in the tank. I don't know what's going on.
Another one?
I'm trying to stop it, but
Dude, you just
I
gotta
haven't stopped it yet.
just kill them all.
Dude, that reminds me. Did you see the 4 whales that washed up on Edisto Beach?
No.
Yeah, 4 whales washed up on Edisto Beach yesterday.
What caused that?
I think it's pronounced Edisto.
Edisto.
Edisto. It's
No,
Edisto Beach.
I was reading it. I don't know that. I guess when whales beach themselves, it's because they're sick, and then they can't no longer swim. That's what the article said, anyways, and that they just kind of like get taken in with the current, and then they just wash up on the beach.
Does a whale beach itself? Doesn't the ocean beach the whale?
Well, I guess the ocean does beach the whale.
Yeah, right?
I would guess.
Because like
It doesn't beach itself. It doesn't.
right.
It's not like, oh, I just don't want to live anymore. I'm just going to go on the beach.
I'm going to kill
watch this.
myself.
check out this land over here.
Yeah, I guess when people started when rescue crews showed up, like one was dead and like other people just killed the other 3 that were just like out there. I don't know how you.
Other people did, or
Yeah,
like
like
poachers?
No, not poachers. Poaching's not a thing here, is it?
I'm
sure
sure. Like people harvest all kinds of animals for
I
fucking
guess.
the wrong
Well,
reasons.
the article didn't say that they poach. I think they just
Illegal
euthanized-
hunting. I
Yeah.
mean, that's-
Euthanized them.
Oh, the people on the beach
Yeah,
killed them.
yes.
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
yeah. That was my question.
No. Sorry, I
If they
misunderstood
like
you.
died out in the water and they were like, oh, people killed these whales.
I guess what it said was that they like got sick, and they just like stopped swimming, and then the ocean just took them to the nearest beach, which happened to be Edisto.
Dude, isn't that crazy about like the volume of water is like a whale? That's huge.
Well,
Yeah.
they were
sink.
pilot whales. They weren't like. I mean, it's still a fucking whale.
Yeah,
But
I don't think a tiny
it's
whale
not-
is tiny.
That's true. It's like the size of a car,
Right.
But it still took it into the beach. 4 of them,
Wow.
not just a whale.
Right.
So
Damn.
yeah,
They probably have the same disease as Brian's fish.
The exact
They
same
have
disease.
did one of them have a bulging eye?
I don't know. I couldn't see the eyes on this whale. I didn't even know like what a pilot whale was.
I don't think anybody
Mine
does.
had like
Yeah.
Popeye disease, I think, is going on in my tank.
They have
Which-
big forearms.
like Popeye's chicken.
Yeah, yeah. They just crave spinach.
Oh.
It's fucking crazy. No, they one of their eyes will pop out. Like, it's pretty gross.
oh
Yeah, this
Pop-
is-
but,
Popeyes.
yeah. Popeye
no.
disease.
I got
I heard
it now.
Popeyes too.
Popeye.
Like, yeah, but you mean pop, like
Pop,
pop
like
out.
the eye
the eyes
popped.
pop. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So how many fish have you lost? Well, I remember last year you telling me like, oh, I lost like 3 fish.
Yeah, something that has been going rampant through the tank, and I don't know. I can't stop it.
Dude, throw the tank away. Just
Dude, that's
my
a
hands-
nice
just,
tank.
Just
I
get
don't
rid
know
of
if
it,
I'd wanna
dude. Just
throw
get rid
that
of it
away.
all. Convert it to a saltwater tank and get a shark.
Hitting the delete button.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know,
let's-
man.
Let's drink these beers.
Yeah, you want to drink beers?
Okay.
So which beers are these?
So we're going to start with the Almanac by True Kolstish. Its notes here say light, refreshing, and crisp. This is a 5% volume beer,
That one.
and it better be delicious. These are $5 a can.
Fuck, what do we do if they suck?
I don't know.
Give
I
mine
went,
to
dude. I was
yours.
telling Brian. I
You have
went to
another
the.
coaster.
I went to the. Oh yeah, we should probably use
No.
coaster. No, it's-
Use
I
this
don't
one.
want to fuck up your table.
This dude.
we.
This is an old desk. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's our desk. It's the scoundrel's desk.
This is the desk of the scoundrels.
I went to the counter with like 3 different beers, and
Yeah.
the guy was like, "All right, here's your total," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then I thought about it, and I was like, "Wait a minute, did you say $53?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude, I did." And I was like, "Fuck, can I get a receipt?"
It's not my favorite.
It better be your favorite for $5 a
For
beer.
$5 a fucking bottle.
I think it's good.
All right,
It's not. It's not bad. It's not my favorite.
Gotta rate it, dude. Gotta rate it.
It's got a
what,
nice.
what are we rating it
all
on a
right.
scale of 1 to 10?
No. So it's an area code rating, right? So
An
3
area-
numbers, right?
3. Okay.
First number 1 through 9, right? There's no 0.
Right.
Because there's no zeros like at the beginning of America. It's 1 through 9
Okay.
on flavor,
All right.
and then the second number is 1 or 2. Would you or would you not keep this in your fridge at home? And then the third one is like 1 through 9 drinkability.
Okay.
So like a super heavy beer would be like a 1.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like
it's
you're
just-
like, fuck, it's really hard to drink.
Right.
Okay. I got what
Right.
you're saying. What? So I'm going to forget this by the time we do the next episode.
Yeah,
So
we need to like put a post-it note.
we need
on
to
the side
write
of
it
the
down
computer.
so I
Yeah, I mean, or not.
so you don't
'cause
have
I
to
remember.
fucking keep it. Or yeah, you're much smarter than I am.
Josh
so.
remembers it. None of us do.
Okay.
Flavor,
so,
would
flavor,
you keep it
would
in
I
your
keep it?
fridge,
Mhm.
and drinkability?
All right. What do you think, Brian?
No, you start, dude.
Oh, I'm
You're
starting?
Fucking hot seat, bro. Hot
oh,
seat.
shit. Well, let me get another sip. Hang on, I got to do another one.
The aftertaste tastes like weed, dude.
Oh, I've never
That's
had
probably why
weed.
it's $20.
Okay, so this is flavor 1 through 9.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a 7. It's not a bad flavor.
Okay.
I give it a 7. I probably wouldn't keep it though.
So that's a 1.
1 is not keeping.
Yeah.
2's keeping.
2's
Yeah,
keeping.
so I'll give it a 1. I'm not keeping that in my fridge.
And then 1 through 9, drinkability.
I give it an 8.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
718. That's your rating.
718.
You're going with a 718.
718 is my area code rating.
629.
629.
Strong.
That's interesting. They're very close to mine.
Yeah. Dude, I think I'm right there with Brian. I would say
Oh goodness.
I'm going to have to go.
It's not a bad beer.
Yeah, no, I got to go. I got to
pretty
go with
good.
Brian. 629. Same.
629.
It's right there.
Damn.
Nice.
All right.
It's right there.
I like
What's
that.
weird is I gave it a better rating, but I'm not keeping it in my fridge.
Yeah, well, you don't
Like,
keep
it's
beers in your fridge.
I
fantastic.
really
I wouldn't
don't.
drink
I,
it.
You're not like a drinker. I'm not saying Brian and I are, but we are.
No, I don't drink.
Well, so I'm more of a guy that just goes out and drinks. I can't go to my house and just like drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, because I'm always working and training, and I'm like, well, I'm home. Like when I go home, I'm like, oh, well, this is just me recovering for 12 hours, and then I go wake up and do the same thing. Like I feel like in that time frame, I'm like, oh, I can't drink.
10-20 life, dude.
Yeah.
These dumb dogs, man.
He lives his whole life for working out.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about, have you seen this controversy about the Joker movie?
Yeah.
What controversy?
How they think it's
They got an issue with
it's gonna make people violent.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Because
How the dude, no, this is stupid. I don't want to talk about this. I mean, let's talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it. But this is insane. This is insane. Like at what point can fucking people make their own decisions? This is silly, dude.
Well, what they don't realize is like this is for like people who are like balls deep into like comic books.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's like a true like, we want a Joker movie that's rated R and it's violent and this and that, and that's what the Joker is.
Right.
You know, that's what it's made for. It's made for like true fans.
It's
right.
the,
So what's the controversy? Like,
the
if you don't want to go
media
see it, don't
yeah.
go see it.
Mhm.
the families of the Aurora shooting in the theater
Oh, for the Batman
during
movie?
the Batman movie, they have like some issue with this movie coming out and how it sympathizes with like a guy who is an outcast from society.
Dude, this is insane. Like, this is, again, like, at what point can you let people think with their own minds? Because, like, if you're saying that you can't watch this movie, like, this movie shouldn't go out because it's going to make people violent, then we shouldn't have watched Toy Story as kids, because that teaches us that, you know, you can imagine that toys are real when you grow up in a broken home.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody thinks about that. but-
Andy grew up in a broken home?
Yeah, dude. Look
Oh, he had no dad,
yeah,
did he?
his dad's never there. You only ever see like his mom's shadow. He idolizes the male toys that are in his room because he's seeking for a father figure, right? And then like, but it's right there. Like, you can paint
Yeah, I
that
see what
picture.
you're saying, dude.
Well, I mean, you can paint that picture if you want, but that's not. No, dude. The movie's about toys. It's not about Andy. Like, you're making all of that up. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. They also said that the new Rambo movie's racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it is. Everything's racist.
It's racist.
Did no one see Gran Torino? Because that movie was super fucking racist, and it won Academy Awards.
Yeah. Well, that was
Yeah.
right before people started getting offended about everything.
Well, I'll tell you that they went pretty
don't think
far
so?
with that movie, but the only word that they were not going to throw into that movie was the N word.
No, he said
Yeah.
it.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
I don't think he did.
no,
No,
he
he
Gran
never
Torino.
did.
He called them spooks. But
Yeah,
it was right there, dude. I don't.
You know, in
Yeah.
real life, that character is throwing the N-word.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think he has to, because he's just so hard up about Chink.
Yeah. Also, I was going to discuss what do you guys think of the new iPhone?
The
Is it
iPhone
necessary?
11?
Yeah.
I think it's just another thing for them to make money.
Yeah.
Like, I have the iPhone 8, which was like the last one that came out with the iPhone X,
Yeah.
Right.
which I don't even remember when that was. That was like a year and a half ago,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's like they have to come out with one every year.
But
this is-
like my
the
phone should be fine still.
yeah, I would think so.
But
It's a year old.
But like my charger doesn't stay in it. It's always flopping out. Like, I have to really cram it in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just slow sometimes. It just does weird things.
Just give me a razor, dude.
Oh my god.
I had a razor in high school.
Did you have a razor?
I did. It was a silver one. No, like a gun. It was like, I think the color was gunmetal gray or whatever.
Right.
And my girlfriend at the time had a pink one.
I had a black one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was super edgy.
I think I had a blue one.
A blue one.
Yeah, man.
What kind of blue was it?
Like a royal blue.
Royal blue.
Yeah.
Like your truck?
Yeah, kind of. I must like the color blue. I
Yeah, you
guess.
like
I'm like
blue.
wearing blue today.
Yeah.
My shorts are blue.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, you can say whatever you want. It's just audio.
Yeah.
I'm actually not wearing anything.
I'm wearing,
sitting here
like, yeah.
naked.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling naked. We all just do a naked podcast.
I'm the only one wearing a thong, though.
Yeah, no one would ever know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good looking thong though, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
I just
red.
don't understand like you got the 3 cameras on the back now. Like it looks ridiculous.
Is it 3 or 4?
It's 3.
It's 3.
It's 3.
And then one has 2.
Well, I mean, from
Stupid, dude. Nokia's got the one that Nokia's newest phone has like a bunch of cameras on it. That's must have been what I'm thinking of.
I don't know. What happened to the foldable phone? Nobody picked that up. It was like what Samsung came out. Did it catch on fire in people's pockets or something?
Yeah.
That one folded?
It didn't like fold, but it was like pliable.
It would fold
like
from.
you could.
It would be like a phone
Stupid.
this size,
Okay.
or you could pop it open and then it was like tablet size. It was weird.
Oh, dude, I was talking about something else.
No, this is like the foldable.
I don't even know what either one of you are talking about.
Do you guys remember that phone? I think it was by Nokia, but it was a camera. Like it was a cell phone, but on the back of it, like the camera was like a camera lens.
Yes,
and it looked
I do
just
know what
like
you're
a
talking
camera,
about.
but it was
Now
a
I
cell
do know
phone.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, I don't remember that one.
That was a while ago,
That was
wasn't
a
it?
long time ago. That was
Yeah.
back when we were in high school, and Brian was. You know,
I had the
30.
LG Shine.
That's 30.
LG Shine is what I had. You remember that one?
Sounds familiar.
No.
It had a mirror on it on the front. The screen was a mirror.
Oh yeah, so you
Yeah.
could do your makeup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked good.
Well, you do carry a purse.
Gay.
I looked good every day, dude.
Keep
Actually,
it in.
both of you carry purses.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't written in my notebook. Today I need to catch
Oh
up
yeah,
on
you
it.
started bullet journaling.
Oh, you're doing a
Not
diary
bullet
too?
journaling. My own thing. I got my own system, but it works.
You guys are doing diaries and carrying purses.
Dude, I have like
what's
2 diaries going on right now.
What's up?
This is like a podcast for men.
I mean,
Well, my
It's the modern man.
It's super progressive.
We're
dude.
metrosexual.
no. Well, the one diary that I've had for years.
It's not a purse. It's a backpack, bitch.
All right.
No, well, the one diary is like a training journal. Like I've written every workout that I've done since.
In terrible handwriting. I've seen it. His
Awful
handwriting is
It's
awful.
shit.
dude.
Well, it's because I'm hyped up on caffeine. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm and like I've been like working out too. So like I got a lot of like
You've been
blood
working
going
out?
up. Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Pilates.
All right. All right.
Pilates. Yeah.
I go to a bar class.
Cycling.
Yeah.
I do a spin
I
class.
started
Although,
doing
dude,
Zumba lately. It's really refreshing.
Spin Saturdays.
I did a spin class once.
It's hard as fuck, isn't it?
Dude, that shit was raw on my butt cheeks, dude. Those
I
seats
have,
are not comfortable,
No.
dude. And the lady in the front, oh my God, she's so intense. Like she's like painting this picture and you're like riding your bike or whatever. And she's like, all right, dude, let's kick it up to a working 7. And so like I'm pedaling my ass off and I'm like, oh my God, this is hard. And she's like, all right, gang, here comes the hill. Bump it up to a hard 9. And I'm like, no, it doesn't go any higher. Oh my God. dude.
Road bikes do not have a good, comfortable seat on them. Like I have a road bike, and anytime I use it, my like gooch is just like bruised. It feels bruised, anyways.
Really?
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
those
it's
seats
so
are
uncomfortable.
terrible.
I don't know if it's because I'm heavier, and you're a bigger guy too. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But it
No,
is
dude,
not
it's the design
comfortable.
of the seat. You're sitting on the fucking this. This is the bike seat. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
it.
this,
It's that
yeah.
thin.
Well, I put a gel cushion on my seat. Still doesn't help.
For your wiener?
No, it's not that big. But for my
Dude,
gooch.
they have the ones like without the front. So like your nuts. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, like because you know how the bike seat is shaped like a dick, like thin at the front, balls at the bottom. They have
Yeah.
them like without the front, so it's like just your butt.
This is a great segue into another subject I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
More butt stuff.
No.
Oh.
Something called a buried penis. Have you ever heard of this?
A buried penis.
Yep.
Like in the ground,
You bury your penis in the ground?
Yeah, I was reading an article.
and it grows. Just put it back on when it gets to the desired length.
All right.
No. This is
Pornhub must be advertising that.
yeah.
Dick's
I've
not
buried
big
my
enough.
penis, but not
Not in the dirt.
No.
6
This
inches
is
deep in your mom.
not in my own body. That's what this is about.
Oh. Not in your butt. Wait.
Does your
not in
junk look
butt.
smaller?
Okay.
You might have a buried penis. Yeah.
That's no.
You wake up one
gotta
morning, you
explain it
notice
to
your
me.
penis looks a little shorter. Soon you're convinced you're losing length by the day. After a while, if you don't take action, your member is practically gone.
Well, is that something for like 60-year-olds?
This is a real medical condition.
Based off of what? Like, no, that's not a thing. That's a thing.
It's called a buried penis,
Yeah, you've said that like 8
also
times.
known as a hidden penis. And apparently doctors are seeing more cases of it. It's a real thing.
like inside
Part
your
of it
body.
has to
like,
do with being overweight for some people.
That's
Okay.
definitely a lot of it. It's not that your penis is burying.
You're
it's
just
that your
fat as fuck,
yeah,
dude.
your fupa is growing, is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Your fucking
I don't know that it's all.
pubic fat is growing because
That's
you're
what it is.
fat.
That's what it is.
I don't know that it's all from that though.
Yeah.
It's not all just.
Does it have anything to
overweight.
do with low T?
But where would it
I don't
go?
know.
Like it's a muscle. Like it's
know. It
it's
is a muscle.
finite amount.
So you're
of
having-
muscle.
It can be caused by circumcision. Sometimes they have to reconstruct the area.
Well, I was going to
Yeah,
say,
it's interesting.
you're.
That's insane.
I don't know. That's weird. That's a very bizarre.
Why would you
issue.
bring that to me? Why would you put that on my plate? Now I got to worry about buried penis syndrome,
Yeah,
BPS, if you will.
it was just a thing I saw, man. I like to look through news and bring stuff up on here, and I saw buried penis, and I was like,
Alright.
"That's definitely happened on the podcast."
Well, now
So-
I'm worried.
Yeah, dude, I think I
I
got
don't
it.
have buried penis, but I'm worried that it could happen to me.
And when I
someday.
get in a cold pool, I have buried penis.
I think I have it. That's why mine's so
Yeah.
small. Like,
You're Asian.
yeah, well, that dude.
are you circumcised?
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
which
Yeah, you don't want a turtleneck.
which like brings
weird.
up another
Yeah.
fact is like,
No offense to anyone.
how come every time someone draws a penis, it's always circumcised?
I don't know. Do you think that's because the majority of men are circumcised?
I
don't
think that's an
know.
American thing.
No, I
I don't
think-
know,
no.
man. My
Because Mazel Tov, dude, it's fucking Jewish as shit.
Well, okay.
Dude, no. Because they
it-
do that
like,
shit. They
okay.
do that shit in Africa.
remember
too.
Meet
A
the
society
Fockers?
that's like Judeo-Christian based. I think that's more of how they view like the male anatomy.
Yeah, no way,
gonna be
because they do that.
circumcised.
They do that in Africa too,
yeah.
very intensely. Though, have you ever seen like if you watch them do like African boy circumcisions?
Yeah.
It's like
No, I don't watch that.
oh, dude, it's awesome. They
It's
just
the greatest thing I've ever seen.
they just like they put them in a line and they like tie up the foreskin. They just tie that shit up and then they just walk to the front and then homeboy with a machete just grabs the string and just
No.
whackow, and then like he moves
No
on
way,
and the next one in
dude.
line and they just do this shit like an
Jeez, that
assembly
is
line.
not sanitary, dude.
Oh, it's not sanitary at all.
but
It's
they don't get
insane.
any infections
It's
on
Africa,
their penis,
dude.
Probably, yeah.
That's you're just like asking. Well, we're gonna try this, and if I lose my dick, that's cool.
bro. No, it's not. We're gonna try this. It's like they make them do
Well,
it.
I mean, like we're gonna see if my dick survives this without any infection, and if I lose my dick, then that's all right. Whatever.
I mean,
it's so weird.
again, like it's
Jesus.
that's not your thought because there is no if I don't. Like you're doing it.
Yeah, but there's tribes over there that like take razor blades and cut into the skin to give them
Jesus
like crocodile skin. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Crocodile skin in their penis?
No. I'm like
Oh.
that would be wild,
God
dude.
damn, dude.
No.
What the fuck, man? I'm so
On their
glad
back.
Or
Like,
or their
What's the
arms
point
and
of
stuff.
that? Is
It's
that like,
like
do they
it's-
worship crocodiles over there?
Yeah, like the crocodile is like a very. They don't worship crocodiles, but it's kind of like the cat is like in Egypt. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's like a revered animal,
Yeah.
and so it represents like strength. So like there's these tribes. I don't know which ones they are, but they will take. And it's apparently super painful, but I saw it on that Taboo show that used to come on, and they'll slice little cuts all along their back, and then they'll like put dirt and shit in it so it gets infected,
What?
and then it scars up, and then they have like crocodile skin on their back.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. They don't. It doesn't have to be dirty. I mean, it's just.
No, but I'm saying they intentionally infect it
Oh, all right.
so that it scars later.
Yeah.
It gives
That's
it more. It
fucking
scars more when it gets infected. It's weird, dude. It's pretty wild stuff.
And we can't fucking watch the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Excuse me. I
Mhm.
might change my rating for this. Can I do that? Is that a rule?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Dude.
I can't change it.
Yeah, go
No,
ahead,
dude, you
change
fucked
it.
up.
What do you want?
I think I'd keep
Give it a
it,
rating.
dude. It's growing on me.
Dude, you can't change it.
Are you fucking?
You gave it a 718
All right.
and deal with it.
I would like to also bring up another thing.
What's up?
Since we were talking about the Joker controversy,
Uh-huh.
I thought it would be a good time to discuss our top 5 movie villains.
Oh, yeah, dude. You go first, Josh.
We can come up with a collective list.
A collective,
Of 5.
a collective list of 5.
Doesn't have to be,
Yeah. Like movie villains, dude, fucking
Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy.
that's a good one. I was thinking of
interesting. You
Dude,
love Jim Carrey.
Well, hang on. I don't love Jim Carrey. I don't know why he
Dumb
keeps
and
coming
Dumber.
to my thought. Well, I said Dumb and Dumber because I think that is a good classic comedy. But in that movie, The Cable Guy, he plays a really good psychopath
yeah, that was
and
fun.
stalker. Like that was a really good
But
performance.
I don't know if you could call him a villain.
He's
though.
not a villain, but I'm
He
just
was
saying.
definitely like the antagonist, but like I wouldn't say he was a
He's
villain.
not a villain, no.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not the good guy in that movie.
Right. I would
I'm
have
not
to
putting him
put-
on that list. That's
Right.
not. He's not on my list. I
Yeah,
just
you
wanted
just
to bring
brought
that
it up for no reason.
Yeah.
I would have to. I want to put Joaquin. Speaking of the Joker, like I just want to put Joaquin Phoenix up there from when he was Caesar in The Gladiator.
Ooh, yeah.
That was
he
a good one.
He was really good in that,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, and he was awful
Yeah, you hated him.
so much.
You hated
dude.
him in that movie.
Oh, and then that immediately makes me think of what's the kid's name? The Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Joffrey.
yeah.
Dude,
Oh, that
Joffrey
little
was the
fucking
worst.
punk.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I'd have to put Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Oh, he's
there.
number one. I put him as
He's
number
probably
one.
my number one.
Yeah.
He was
Who would you have beat
No,
him?
I don't know. I don't
He's
know.
number one in my
Not your thing,
eyes.
huh?
I don't know. I just like. I mean, I like
I thought
Heath
he was
Ledger's the
so
Joker. You know what I mean?
good,
But like,
dude.
I can't see him as the Joker without thinking of Tom Waits, and then just like Heath Ledger's the Joker is Tom Waits in everyday life.
okay. I think
Mm,
anything Gary Oldman has been a villain in
this is
is
pretty good.
amazing because
Oh,
he's an amazing
yeah.
actor.
Sam
is.
Rockwell, he plays the villain very well. Like in he was the bad guy in Charlie's Angels, but that's not the one I wanted to bring up. Was in The Green Mile, he was Billy the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think he's a good villain. Like you watch him and when he's the bad guy and you're just like, dude, fuck that guy. I hate that guy.
I have one and I don't know if it counts. Denzel Washington in Training Day.
Ooh, yeah, he's a villain in that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's definitely a
That's very
villain in that movie.
I think he's an amazing actor
Yeah.
anyway. But
Uh-huh.
another one that may or may not be a villain, Al Pacino in Scarface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Yeah.
for sure.
That was a good one. For me, you probably wouldn't like this one. Josh, you may like this one. What's this? The guy that played CGI'd Thanos in the Avengers. I didn't like him.
He's also Cable.
Yeah, he's also Cable.
Yeah. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his
really
name.
far up on that mic.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just feel like I can't
Sucking
hear
that
myself.
mic off.
I'm probably.
I'll turn
like,
you up.
I'm probably like way too close and way too loud.
that
That
better?
sounds better. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I probably just should have said that in the beginning instead of being balls deep on the mic.
Thanos. I
Dude,
thought
we'll
was a
fix
good
it in
villain.
post.
Yeah, we got a
Thanos?
master mixer here.
There was somebody else I had in mind, and I can't remember who it was now.
Brolin. His last name is
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Yes, he was a good villain. I liked him, and I hated the character because I was like, God, he's such a good villain.
Dude, Jake Gyllenhaal. I love Jake Gyllenhaal anyways, but he's a good villain. Like I don't
Which
know.
movie?
Actually, I don't know if you would call him a villain again because
In
like
which movie?
well, I was thinking of Nightcrawler.
I never did see
or
that.
Night Watch or whatever, where he's like the freelance camera guy.
Yeah,
Dude, he's insane in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, like you watch it and you're like, fuck, this guy's bananas.
the villain in It was one of the most recent James Bond movies.
I don't watch James Bond movies.
Do you watch James Bond?
I kind of quit watching it when they got all pussy and decided like we're gonna make James Bond like not tall, dark, and handsome anymore.
When's James Bond been dark?
Forever.
Yeah, he's always been tan, dude.
Oh.
Then they decided
Okay.
like Daniel Craig.
Not dark like black, you
Oh,
fucking
well-
racist.
Well, I just was like, what? Darn, okay, what? No, I can't remember which one it was, but he
Octopussy.
that was a good one, but not that one.
The man with the golden gun.
No, it was a Daniel Craig one. I don't even know if I want to talk about it now since you hate Daniel Craig.
No, I mean, I'm just messing with you. I watched Casino Royale. I thought that was pretty good.
It wasn't Casino Royale or the one after that. It was the one after. It was the third one he did.
Yeah.
But anyways, he
I don't know,
like
I haven't seen. They all run
Yeah.
together, dude.
It's
Yeah.
the same movie.
The last one I liked
Essentially
was
it
Pierce
is.
Brosnan. I thought he was pretty good, but
yeah, he was all right.
Dude.
I liked Roger
That
Moore.
one with-
Roger Moore was my James Bond.
Sean Connery,
and,
dude.
and Sean Connery.
But dude, that one James Bond I remember with Pierce Brosnan, and he drives that car on the ice, and it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
badass spy
dude.
car. When I was a kid, I was like, dude, I'm gonna own one of those. Like, that's my car when I'm 16.
Yeah.
It's gonna have machine guns
Yep.
in it and shit.
I don't know if you guys.
Rockets that blast out of the back bumper.
I'm a little bit older than you guys. I don't know if you remember, but
Yeah, we remember you're older than us.
no.
Oh.
I don't know if
A
you
lot.
remember back when GoldenEye was like the most popular video game
Yes, on Nintendo 64.
Dude, absolutely. I still have it for my
Yeah.
64 at home.
Dude.
And it's so hard. Because like the one thing you don't remember, like with the development of first person shooters, like when you go back and play a different first person shooter on the 64, it's hard. But like one thing that I forgot is the gun automatically centers on the screen. So
Yeah.
like you
That's
can't
right. It
you
did.
can't like aim, like you have to
Yeah.
hold the joystick up and then like aim in the corner and then
Oh.
it goes right back to the middle.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
do
It
remember
was-
that.
Yeah, dude, it's hard.
That's the
It's
one thing I
hard.
forgot about
Yeah.
with that video game.
I'll bring it one day. We'll record us playing it.
Yeah.
So you and I
Drunk
said
and play
Heath
GoldenEye.
Ledger.
Yes,
as the
Heath
Joker.
Ledger's number one.
That's
in
that's
eyes.
probably my number one too.
Yeah.
No. I agree. I agree. He's really good and a really good villain in that movie. But
Yeah.
again, like my only qualm is like when I see that, I don't see Heath Ledger as the
Right.
Joker. I just see.
No, that makes sense.
I get you.
And I think Gary Oldman, like Book of Eli, Gary Oldman, I think that was a
Yeah.
great villain.
And The Fifth Element.
The Fifth
He was great in
Element,
The Fifth
yeah.
Element.
That was
Dude, with
another
the
good
scare, you
one.
remember that one? He
Yeah,
was like,
dude.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah.
He is.
Well, there was another one that I was thinking, and I just lost it. But
Yeah.
you had
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. That
Yeah.
was a really good one. Yeah,
That is a good villain.
he was very hateable.
Yes.
I like if we just cut it down to 3, I like Joaquin Phoenix, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Sam Rockwell.
Nice.
Mine's Heath Ledger. I know I'm agreeing with 2 of you guys, but I like Josh Brolin as Thanos.
Yeah.
I really hated him, but
Yeah.
in a good way.
Right.
Like I was like, fuck, he's such a good villain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's killing all my favorite characters.
yeah.
Makes you sad.
Dude.
How about Jack Nicholson in The Shining?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Jake Gyllenhaal was the bad guy in the most recent Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Was he?
I didn't see
Yeah.
that one. Here I am talking about the Avengers, and I haven't seen that one.
Oh, and
did you see it?
Yeah,
Far From Home?
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys saw
I mean,
it.
little,
it's-
little guy and I went and saw it. Yeah,
It's all right. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, like, I also am tired of the Marvel universe.
I'm tired of it now.
Dude, it's like 30 movies. They
Yeah,
put
it's-
out like
it's
Yeah, it's-
exhausting.
they put
Well,
out
I'm
30
tired of
movies
it.
in like 18 years.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
fucking
tired of it
chill.
now.
Yeah.
Like after like Iron Man died and like they're like kind of done, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's it. Stop.
Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Actually. No, you go ahead.
Dude, so let's get into this conversation because I love having this conversation with people who like appreciate comic books and heroes and shit like that.
Well, you're talking to the wrong people.
No, I'm
just kidding.
I'm into it.
I'll just no one's in the bathroom, right? I'll just go
No,
fuck myself.
That's the bathroom.
No, I'm just kidding.
You can fuck yourself with Brian's dead fish.
Oh, what the fuck, Steve? You just took that to like a really dark place. That was
Sorry.
wildly inappropriate.
He's missing an eye, dude. That's disgusting.
People are into weird shit, man.
If he had both eyes, maybe.
There you go. Run with it.
Okay, so Bruce Wayne is the character. Batman is who he truly is.
I think you're thinking of Superman.
No. So see, this is, you're right. And this is where this conversation always goes is everyone's like, Superman's a great superhero because he created Clark Kent.
Right.
Like that's his reflection of a human being. Like he created a human being and that's
Right.
his alias, right?
Yes.
So yeah, and Superman is who he actually is, right? He's a Kryptonian.
Yes.
Which also, he's
so
not
how's
he's not
Bruce
really-
Wayne the character?
So so it works like this. Bruce Wayne, right? He was born Bruce Wayne, obviously. Like
Right.
there's no denying that.
Okay.
As a kid, he decided he was going to avenge his parents' death, right? And fight crime. And so to his core, he is Batman. And he creates the persona of Bruce Wayne, the millionaire philanthropist playboy, so no one can get close to him.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense now that you're explaining it.
Right?
Yeah.
So-
like he puts on this front,
Right.
like, oh, I'm this rich boy. I buy things that aren't for sale.
Right. And like I fuck all
Yeah.
these chicks because I don't want a wife. Like yeah, I know he creates that. He doesn't
Yes.
really want that.
Like
You
he
know what I mean?
pretends to be
Nobody
Bruce
wants
Wayne.
to fuck a bunch of hot
I
chicks.
see that.
That's
Yeah, his
that's
life
deep
must
shit, dude.
suck.
Yeah, dude.
Sounds terrible.
I would hate to pretend to be awesome
This
all the
is
time.
my
I would
My-
hate being really cool
yeah.
and have all the cool cars.
which takes
My
us,
alter ego.
dude. Homeboy is a really good villain too.
Who?
Who's the I'm Batman?
Oh, American Psycho.
Yeah, Christian Bale. Christian
Yeah.
Bale's a really good villain.
Yeah. American Psycho.
Did you
was a
know
great movie.
what's his name was in it who played the other most recent Joker was in American Psycho and Batman kills Joker in that movie?
Oh yeah, Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared
Yeah,
Leto.
yeah.
He kills
Yeah, yeah.
Jared Leto in that movie and Jared
Yeah.
Leto plays the Joker.
Dude,
He was the last Joker.
Dude, I love that scene
He
in American
sucked
Psycho when he
anyways.
gets way bent out of shape over the business cards. When he's like, how can he like his business card better than he likes mine? I'm gonna fucking murder that guy. It's like what?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna invite him over for some drinks,
Right.
dinner.
This is an American Psycho?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't remember?
You've never,
I do remember.
dude. He
When-
bites
when-
this girl's pussy and she like bleeds to death.
My favorite part of that
He
movie
also stabs her.
Well, but she started bleeding a lot.
yeah.
my favorite part of that movie is when they're having like the threesome and he's flexing in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
dude.
And the other part was with the two girls were like taking it out with each other and he's like, well, don't just look at it, eat it.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. That's a good
He was
one.
good, dude. He was a good villain.
And when they're in the club and she's like, what do you do? And he's like, murders and executions, but it's like really loud. And she's like, oh, my brother's in mergers and acquisitions. Yeah. There was something you wanted to talk about, wasn't there?
The whales, but we didn't really
you
talk
brought
about
those-
it much.
You just wanted to talk about whales?
No,
We did
there was
talk about
something
it.
else. Definitely something else.
I think
I'm
we went
gonna
in
talk
depth
to.
with the whales.
We did.
Like ocean depths.
I was going to discuss Antonio Brown, but I think it's pretty
Dude.
self-explanatory. He's a psychopath.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, did you read the text? Like, what the fuck? That's not even English, bro.
Oh, I didn't read
Like-
the text.
Oh my God. Yeah, you should see the text. Like,
The one he sent to the trainer that he
Yeah.
allegedly raped?
yeah, because he's like, bitch, you just trying to come up in the world, and that's all I could decipher. Like everything else is just gibberish. Like I couldn't understand it.
Dude, going back to the dicks.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
do
Jake
our
Gyllenhaal was a
wanna
great
go back
villain
to
in
dicks?
Brokeback Mountain.
yeah why do our dicks stay tan?
Not everybody's
That's a
is.
good question.
Mine's tan.
I mean, mine is too, but
yeah,
not
year
everybody's
round.
is.
I have a year-round tan right there.
Just
Yeah,
dick tan.
I'm never naked
That's got to
outside.
be a new term. Dick tan.
Dick tan.
Dick tan. I'm
But they're
never
not all-
outside naked.
Dude, you haven't seen enough porn. Not all
Hold on,
dicks are
hold
tan.
on.
Oh no, I watched
Hold
a
on.
lot.
Dick tan. We're going to isolate that and put that in there later.
Yeah.
That'll be a soundbite.
Yeah. Yo,
What's the laughing one?
what's the whoop?
Oh, you want to hear the laughing one?
There we go.
Dude, I thought that was my laugh. I heard this and I was like, is that me? Did you record my laugh?
Kind of sounded like you.
It does.
I figured we could do that when we talk about a story where somebody's butt hurt over something. We just
Where's the baby crying? That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Like my dick's tan, dude.
yeah, I don't know. I get it.
It's because it's got like a different level of melanin because it's like a different
That's
Yeah.
why.
part of skin. Yeah.
But Antonio Brown is a psychopath.
Yeah, do you
And
follow
I
him
also
on
like how
Instagram?
Hold on. We can't just brush over this. So Steve just randomly wanted to bring up his tan dick, and then we're just gonna move on to Antonio Brown. Like,
Well, to be fair, we were already talking about
Yeah, we
Antonio
already
Brown.
talked
I know,
about
but
it.
it's like, oh, I remembered what I want to talk about.
No,
My
do you
dick's tan.
follow
All right, let's move on.
Antonio Brown on Instagram?
Dude, I don't follow that motherfucker for shit.
I mean,
I don't follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, you're the social media.
But
guy.
I do think it's funny how he's like, I'm never playing in the NFL again. And I'm like, well, that's like a guy getting fired from a job and going, I'm never going to work there again. You know?
yeah.
Like,
you know
of
what?
course
I
you're
didn't
not.
even like working at Crystals. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Like this, how you going to get fired on your day off?
Yeah. Yeah, because he played in the one game and then they released him the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, what is your favorite swear word? Like what?
All of them.
Yeah, but you have to have a
Have the
favorite, right?
favorite
Like there's
one.
one you hear and you're like, I like that one.
Probably cunt.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite one. I
I think that's like
tickled by
everybody's favorite.
It's really bad. Like
No.
like
It
when you
really-
say it just goes through you. You're like cunt. Oh,
It's a good one.
Ah,
My favorite's bitch.
Bitch.
I just love like
little
hearing.
bitch.
Yeah, dude. Like, don't be a bitch. You're just fucking quit being a bitch, dude. You're such
Yeah.
a bitch. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're a bitch. Your mom's a bitch. Your dog's a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck your friends. You're all bitches. Just, I love it. I just love hearing the word bitch. I'm excited about it.
I don't know my favorite.
Or motherfucker. Motherfucker's like my strong number 2. Strong.
That's a good
number
one.
2.
Why? What about yours?
I would have to go with you.
Cunt.
I think it's a great
It's a
word.
good one.
It's a good because it cuts
I
through
don't.
everything.
I
Like,
don't say it like in front of my wife or like my mom or you know what I mean. Like I don't like I say it in front of the right people, like you guys.
Also, though, like, it definitely carries like different weight in different parts of the world, though. Like, because
Really?
English people just be throwing cunts left and right.
Well, Australian people, they don't care.
Yeah.
That's like a big thing.
That's a
They just
big
call
word
everybody
there.
that.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it means something, but it doesn't. It's not a big deal.
Right.
yeah.
So, like, I mean, but bitch means the same and everything. Just saying.
Yeah, bitch.
Fucking.
Is that why you have
bitch
bitch please on your
on your
Yeah.
mouth guard?
on your mouth guard for jujitsu?
Dude.
Speaking of jujitsu, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you texted me about the Von Flu choke, and I think
Yeah,
that's a pretty good choke. It's
That-
interesting.
anything in the crossface, I think I would be decent at.
It's a good defense against a guillotine.
yeah.
The Von Flu.
That one UFC fighter, I think he's in the UFC. I don't think it's Bellator, but he keeps using it, and he's choking guys out with it out cold.
Yeah.
Like he does it, and then the ref's like, "Oh,
Well, I tried a
He just choked
guillotine
that guy down.
on that guy Q,
yeah."
and he did the Von Flu choke on
Did
me.
he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did he tap you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. My favorite's still when you just put your fist in someone's throat. I think that's the
Yeah.
best choke.
I was doing that to Steven last class.
The last class we were going over that.
Just where you going, dude?
We were doing arm bars,
Bitch.
Yeah, we were going over arm bars and
and I figured out like I had trouble at the last part after because we were doing arm bars from the full mount, and when I was trying to throw my leg over his neck, like I was having trouble. I don't know if it's because I'm tall, I got long legs. It was hard for me to get my leg over before I dropped back, before I dropped back on my ass. And I figured out while we were doing it, because one of the parts of it was shoving your fist in the side of their throat. And I figured out if I just used my fist for leverage on his throat on the floor.
Mhm.
I could get my leg over easier. So I just kept smashing his throat over and over
It
again.
felt really good.
And later I was like,
I hate breathing anyways, so it worked out.
and I was like, how's your throat? And he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I would probably have to take like 2 weeks off if he did that to me, but
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
weigh a lot more than you.
yeah. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I was telling him the last class he didn't go to, we learned the proper way to do an Ezekiel choke.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, brutal.
Yeah.
It is.
was-
It's probably the most brutal choke I've dealt with because it comes on so quick.
Right.
Because we were doing it from, I think we were doing it from the full mount, and you get crossface under their head, and then you bring your head down by that hand so they can't see what you're doing with your other arm.
Mhm.
And while you're doing that, you grab your sleeve, and then
Just like as you clear, like drop
Yeah.
that elbow.
you take the arm that's not under their head, you grab that sleeve with the arm under their head,
Right.
and then you bring your head and your arm up at the same time, and boom,
Yeah.
right over their throat, and it comes on so quickly you don't see it coming. It's the worst choke I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
Like stuff like the rear naked choke, you can kind of feel it coming,
yeah.
and you can kind of prepare for it. If somebody does the Ezekiel choke the proper way, you have no idea it's coming, and all of a sudden you're just like, you're like just choking. Like I'm tapping.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was doing it with that guy Chris, the one whose wife comes
Yeah.
there too. She hasn't been lately, but yeah, when he and I were doing it, and we kept practicing it on each other. And every time I do it to him, he's like, God, that sucks. And then he'd do it to me, and I'm like, yeah, this is terrible, man. This is the worst choke I've ever dealt with. But it was pretty funny. But it's brutal.
Yeah, I'd like to go this coming Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Saturday's like free rolling though, right?
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I like
probably
that.
the best
I like
class.
that.
Not that I don't like the other classes, but I feel like I get more out of just free rolling than I do.
Well, it's a little more fun. Like you're not drilling.
Yeah.
Like the drilling is more important.
right.
That's how you get better. I mean, you can get better free rolling
Yeah.
with someone, but you're getting sharper, I guess.
Yeah.
With fundamentals.
Which is like,
But-
well, and that's the thing about free rolling though is like learning how to use your body,
yeah.
because like you're using your body in a completely different way. Like you don't just show up and know how to wrestle. You know what I mean? Like
No.
you gotta learn how to use your body and stuff. So
Right.
Yeah.
There was something else I was going to talk about here. It's hot in this room,
it's so.
and
hot
I
in this room.
apologize for that.
And
Dude, it's
like,
all right.
I wish we could like get a fan, but you can't just like get a fan.
For
There's a
this,
fan
no.
up there, I can
Yeah.
turn it up higher.
No, I mean,
I mean, you don't want to interrupt the
Yeah,
noise.
like you
or
don't-
the
you don't want all that.
recording.
It'd be like,
Right.
Yeah.
or the
just keep doing that. How,
Better
how
than
long can you
dying.
do that?
Of the heat stroke.
Steven
Yeah.
just passed out.
Dude, why is
Did
Steven
you
in the
just
floor?
refer to yourself as the third person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
what
saying
movie-
it from your guys.
That's what movie villains do.
Yeah, dude. I'm a psychopath. I'm a villain.
Steven is not happy.
Steven, not happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you want to bring up? Is there any good, boring NFL football games on right now?
I'm sure there are.
Dude,
My team's doing terrible.
Dude, I know. I need to
Really?
get better at fantasy football. I fucking
Dude,
suck.
I meant to take out Mariota on my team and put back in Russell Wilson. I forgot to do it. I'm like,
Did you?
fuck. Yeah, and now
I don't even know if I
Adam's
got.
killing me.
I don't even know if I got
Oh,
my
really?
lineup in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's beating me by like 20 points, but I mean,
I'm beating Dave
oh yeah,
right now. Yeah, 177 to 106.
Jesus.
I'll have different scoring though.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
scoring's different. I was like, God damn. But I was like, oh, everyone's got different scoring, I guess.
Yeah. Our
I don't-
scoring is not as high.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Like-
I don't even know what
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
doing.
either. Yeah, I didn't read that commissioner's letter that our commissioner.
Yeah,
wrote
that
up.
guy's a dick.
Yeah, I was like,
Did you see
fuck
my,
that.
did you
I'm
see
not
my
reading all
team
that.
name?
What's your team name?
Tighter than Dickskin.
And his can be tanner than dick skin.
Tanner than
Oh,
Dick Skin. 'Cause
Dick
I have
tan,
a
dude.
tan PP.
Got a dick tan.
Dick tan. Dick Tan.
So
That's funny.
So far, we have 2 sound bites: Dick Tan,
Dick
and
Tan.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
Yep. Oh yeah. Are you guys almost done with your beers?
Yes,
I am done with mine.
I am too.
Oh,
Do you have another one that you got today?
I do.
What's the other one that we're gonna sample?
I don't know. There's 2 other ones.
How many did you bring?
3.
3. Okay.
Because
I only
if
brought 2. I'm a piece of shit.
We just had one, right? And I said there's 2 other ones. That makes a total of 3, Steve.
Well, I don't
What
know
the
if you were
fuck?
talking about mine that I brought. Sorry.
Idiot.
Well, you can get another
I'm
one.
such a fucking loser.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I
Dude.
was just waiting for, should we take a break?
We'll just keep
or-
talking.
Yeah, we'll just keep
okay.
talking.
All
Yeah,
right, cool.
if you want to go.
I guess I'll go get it because
Yeah,
I'm the
dude.
piece of shit.
Well, you're like the one that's more like I'm not moving anywhere.
Jesus.
I'm the beer guy.
Yeah, you're the beer guy.
Can I take your empties, gentlemen?
Absolutely. Thank
Sure,
you.
I would love that. Thank you, sir. You can put them next to the sink. That's fine. I think it's getting a little full. You might have a little issue.
Just as long as they're not out and about.
Dude,
Dude,
God, he's gone.
Jesus. And in his tie-dye shirt.
His tie-dye.
he
He did
would
that
get-
himself.
Did he?
Yeah, they had a tie-dye party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cute. He would get along with my sister. She wears nothing but tie-dye.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still really a thing.
It's a thing for her.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed for her.
You look like an idiot.
Why are you still wearing tie-dye? What is this? When was tie-dye big? The 70s?
It was big. Yeah, the 80s.
80s?
Yeah.
Was that?
I don't know. I never wore tie-dye.
Yeah, I didn't either. Pizza Planet? Is that that's a Toy Story shirt?
Yeah, it's from Toy Story.
Yeah.
And you tie-dyed it.
My little guy just he commented on it. He's
Oh, yeah, the
"You're wearing a
Pizza
Toy
Planet."
Story shirt.
Pizza Planet.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is where they went and he got the little Martian.
The-
I haven't
yeah.
seen like the new ones or anything, but yeah, they were.
I haven't
The
seen the
Claw.
newest one.
Yeah, I think
The newest one I
I
haven't
saw
seen.
Toy Story and Toy Story 2.
Can I bring something
the
else
second
up
one
while
I
we're
saw.
sitting here?
Yeah,
No, you
okay.
can't.
All right, we'll just proceed to the beer thing then.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, what do you got? Then we'll go to the beer thing.
I was going to discuss like the world's worst jobs to have.
Ooh.
Dildo tester.
is
mean-
that a bad job, though?
Not for Josh.
You got to get tired of that shit.
Oh, no, man.
Like eventually. Oh, we're not even going to talk about it first. You're just going to open it. That's
Oh.
cool.
I'm gonna drink it. You
So-
can talk about it.
Yeah, what's this beer?
Oh shit! I lied.
It's pineapple?
Oh,
This is the
fuck.
$5 beer.
Oh,
Well, then how much is the almanac beer?
That was like $13.
13.
smell the
Yeah, for the
pineapple.
4-pack.
Really?
All right. So now we're gonna try the pineapple terrapin IPA by Untitled Art. It's 6%, 6.5% alcohol. It's an IPA, obviously. We got that part. And I'm sure it tastes like pineapples, but I guess we'll find out.
And IPA.
I can smell the pineapple.
Dude, it smells like weed.
That's what I was thinking. But I already said the other one
there's
tasted
the
like
pineapple.
weed.
Now you can smell the pineapple. It's like it smells like dank weed,
dude.
and then it smells like pineapples.
Very citrusy.
Whoa,
You have to use the term
That's
dank
interesting.
when you talk about weed.
it's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's interesting.
Oh, no, that's fucking disgusting.
You don't like it?
I do not like that.
I'll drink yours.
It's an IPA, so.
Oh, no, dude, it tastes sour to me.
So what do you give it?
Hang on,
Oh,
hang on,
my
hang
God,
on a
it tastes like
second.
fucking celery, dude. It tastes
Zero.
like celery.
0, 1, and a 0.
No,
I taste mint, dude.
you just said it tasted good a second ago.
I don't
What
know,
the
man.
fuck is your problem, Steve? You're so wishy-washy with beers.
I like it
Yeah.
fine.
Dude, that tastes like celery. That's a fucking...
Tastes minty to me.
Let's go. Flavor is fucking 2. 1, I would not keep this in my fridge. And the drinkability profile though is like it's a lighter beer. So I mean I'm gonna give it like a 7.
Yeah,
217.
Okay.
I think it's good.
What do you rate it?
So the first one was what again? It was
Flavor.
flavor.
Flavor. Oh god, it's so bad.
Flavor, I give it a
It's okay.
flavor. I give it a 6. And then drinkability, I give it a.
See, that sip wasn't.
What is the drinkability? 1 and 2?
No, to keep. Would you keep
Yeah,
it?
would you have it in your house?
1 is you wouldn't keep it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
2
be
is you
honest.
keep it.
I would give it a 1 because I probably wouldn't buy this beer, but I'll drink it,
Yeah.
and it's not bad. And then
Drinkability.
I give that a 6 too.
Yeah, it's light for an IPA. As far as like
it's
the body.
definitely not my favorite beer, but I like it.
It tastes like burnt celery. That's what it tastes. It tastes like fucked butthole, dude.
Fucked butthole
This
does
tastes
taste
just
pretty
like
bad, dude.
This tastes just like a butthole I had one time.
It tastes like someone shoved a celery, fucking whole celery stalk in someone's asshole, and I'm eating it while it's in their ass.
You're eating your beer?
No, the celery that's
Oh,
in
no,
that
you
dude's
just gotta-
ass. Like I gotta eat the celery in this guy's
Okay.
butthole. That's what it tastes like to me.
Is that why your dick's out?
Yeah, that's. Well, I'm naked, so
We're
there's
all
that.
naked. Josh is only wearing a tie-dyed
It's hot
Pizza
in here.
Planet shirt.
Check out my dick tan.
Yeah.
Just tie-dye t-shirt, dick out. What's up?
I give it a 4.
I can't do it anymore.
He's
Damn,
done.
he tapped out, man.
He's like, I can't do this.
I give it a 4. No, I'm not keeping this. And drinkability, I give it a 5.
What was yours? What was yours, Brian?
I think I gave it a 6, a 1, and a 6.
616. I gave 415.
You gave it like a
217.
2, 1, and a 7.
That's a bad review right there.
That's terrible.
That is. That's.
Sorry for
And
untitled art.
I reserve the reason it didn't get a 1 is because I literally reserved the 1 for sour beers. I fucking hate sour beers. I can't stand to
Okay,
drink
I'm
a
gonna be
sour.
honest. I burped and it went in my nose. That was not a good taste.
Dude, my breath like feels like weed. Like
Yeah,
I feel like
I
my
can
breath
tell
I'm
smells
getting
weed.
different tastes every time I
I'm
fucking
getting a little
sip
weed
it.
thing too.
Yeah.
But I got it with the first one too. I don't know what head shop you got these from, but
Yeah, where'd you get these from?
Dude, I did get them from a Juan Habib store.
Oh.
I don't know what that is, but
An Indian guy?
okay.
We're already
But-
2 hours? Is that time?
No,
stamp?
no.
Oh my God.
So
Fuck, dude.
it already says 1 for the first hour.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
now
how long
we're
have we
at
been recording?
we're at an
An
hour
An hour?
and
Yeah.
56
Jesus.
seconds.
Yeah, dude. Brian's like, I don't envy the job of editing. Like,
No, that's not fun.
No.
but
I thought you liked doing that. You don't
Well,
like editing
no,
it?
no.
it just takes time.
I like doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
This is a new realm for me trying to do an hour long.
Yeah, you got to sit and listen
Podcast
to the
editing?
whole thing.
Yeah. That's. Dude,
I'm so glad I'm not good at anything.
That's like, dude. Yeah, that's like when we were like making movies, dude. Like it's so much.
It's
Like
time consuming.
if you want a 1 hour video,
Yeah.
you're like I can't remember the exact math, but it was like it's a factor of 10. You're gonna film for 10 hours. You're
Yeah.
gonna edit for 10 days, and you'll get 1 hour of video.
Well, that's
Oh
kind of
my
how I figured
God.
this was going
Yeah.
to go. Like,
It's
there might be
so
things I
much.
cut out of this.
Yeah.
We can keep talking. We're at an hour and 1 minute.
All right. Cool.
Oh yeah, well, and then by the time if we just kept it at an hour, and you trimmed that, there'd be fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
we will have to fill out a lot of time.
How about
Yeah.
strength tips?
Strength tips. Okay. Well, there's
keep doing it, and you'll get stronger. That's the tip. Keep
Do you-
working out. and you'll get
here's
stronger.
the thing when there's a lot of people that we mutually know, right? And I'm not going to say their names,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I'll just start off with like a pet peeve of mine, and I just want to say like I'm not like this all-time badass competitive powerlifter, because I'm not, and I don't really know shit, because I know there's a lot of guys that talk about how like there's a lot of Instagram like coaches or whatever, and they like shit on them all the time. And I like, that's not what I am. You know what I mean? But anyways.
Right.
And there's really weak ass fucking people that do like 2 powerlifting meets and they like, oh, I'm taking on clients now and I just PR'd on my squat.
Right.
Message me for details on my new like, it's fucking stupid. But I guess what you said, just keep doing it. You know what I mean? Just keep showing up.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And
I guess if you're starting out trying to get bigger and stronger, surround yourself with individuals that are bigger and stronger than you.
By the way, I think this is an opportunity to tell the listeners that both of you guys are power lifters. So
yeah, we're both.
You kind of know what you're talking about. So
yeah.
To a degree, yes.
Yeah.
But and that's to speak on your behalf. I mean, that's what makes Steve a good person to talk to about it, is because he is humble about the fact, like, he's not trying to be somebody who's going to sell you on something. He's just like, this is what I did and this is what works for me, but it might not be the exact same path for you. So you're just going to have to walk your path, and like, I'll help you along the way. But like, you're going to have to get to your goal. You're going to have to set your own goal, and you're going to have to get there yourself.
Right. Well, like for me, excuse me. I guess
fix
for
it
me,
in post.
Yeah, fix it in post.
we'll fix it.
But
Dick
for me,
skin or Dick tan.
Dick tan. It's Dick tan. Like for me, how I got started and got bigger and stronger essentially was I played soccer for fucking 13, 14 years.
Which that's another thing, dude. You were fucking skinny fucking foot fairy.
Yeah,
dude.
so
You
like
were
a
teeny soccer kid once upon a time ago.
Right. So my senior year when I stopped playing, we were supposed to go to state, but we lost in like district, like the state tournament, like my school did. And I was just like, I don't ever want to
So you mean
fucking...
you weren't supposed to go to state then because you lost? That's not how
right.
state
Well,
works.
like we were predicted. Yeah. We were predicted
No, I
to
know,
like
I'm
go
just-
on because we had a bunch of returners from the year before we went to state. But it was a bad night. Whatever. But I put like a sour taste in my mouth. I was like, I don't ever want to fucking play this ever again.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that we know that do like the little rec leagues. Like a lot of people that we know that do the rec leagues.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, dude, you should like come out and play. I'm like, dude, that's not my thing anymore.
Mhm.
Like, I don't even want to mess with it. Like, I'll watch like the World Cup and shit, but that's it. That's as far as I go with like soccer. But anyways,
And you'll play FIFA.
I'll play FIFA. I'll play the shit out of FIFA. But anyways, I started like lifting weights with like a couple of close friends of mine like 2 days later, like after my last game. And I was like, well, I'll just strictly focus on getting stronger. And my best friend, Matt, he was always like really outgoing. So he would always like approach like the adults that were like big and jacked and shit.
Right.
And we just kind of like picked up on like, they're like, dude, you gotta fucking eat. You want to get bigger? Just keep coming up in here doing what you're doing and fucking eat. Like
Yeah.
that's all it is. Simple as that. But
That's what it is.
anyways, so one of the like big dudes we saw he was like the running back of like one of our rival high schools. And so we ended up like kind of talking to him a little bit, but he was like kind of standoffish. But we talked to this other guy who was also like fucking big and just jacked as shit. And we got to like talking with him, and we were like, oh yeah, we were talking with that one guy, Jesse, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, that's my son. And we're like, holy shit. So then we started just talking. Well, Jesse ended up becoming like one of my best friends and still is to this day. But like I started training with him.
I thought we were your best friend, Steven.
I have lots of best friends.
Then they're not the best. You can only have one best.
Everyone's the best, dude. Anyways, so like he was just very intense, you know what I mean? Like just
Right.
worked really hard. And like we were just two dudes that like pushed ourselves. Now, what we did was stupid. You know what I mean? Like we were just maxing out all the time, fucking sore as shit all the time and just like, but we worked really hard.
Right.
So I learned that from like, I learned how to work hard in that aspect. Like in the gym, like I just learned how to work really fucking hard. So then I moved down here, still was kind of doing the same thing. And then I eventually like PR'd and posted a couple videos on my Facebook. Then our friend Scott was like, come train with us. And that's when I really kind of learned how to train. So I would say like 80% of like the knowledge that I've gained is from where I currently am training, where we're all kind of training at right now.
Right.
So, you know, it's like, all right, this is okay. What you're doing is not wrong, but it's not exactly right. You know,
Right.
you have to like, okay, because I wanted to do a powerlifting meet even before I joined low country strength. And I was like, okay, well, what the fuck do I have to do in order to do that, to accomplish that? Well, you got to start like set up a nice strength cycle going off of certain numbers, percentages, blah, 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 whatever. And you have to essentially peak for that meet. You know what I
Right.
mean? You can't just be like, oh, I feel strong, I'm going to do a powerlifting meet. Doesn't work like that.
Right.
I think the biggest tips are, one, eat food,
Yes.
right? Like you're never going to get stronger or even
you're
remotely
just
healthy
going
if
off
you're
of
not
tips,
eating.
yeah.
If you're like, oh, I can't eat carbs. Or, right, that's not a thing. Anyways,
Right.
so one is eat smart. Two, find a gym with other people that are like-minded. And three, work with a professional. Like you just need to have like a coach. You need to work with someone that can like help you with programming because like you don't know. You know what I mean? Like even if you know your way around. I mean, before I met with a coach, like I knew my way around the gym because I trained. We lifted in football, and I did that for 10 years of my life. And I met with a coach and like gave someone my money, and they were like, "Dude, you are fucking up. Like you have no idea what you're doing." And so like you got to look back and go, "Fuck, dude, I've been squatting wrong for the past 18 years." Like now someone's got to teach me how to squat. You know what I mean?
I think like with that, I know I kind of got rambling a little bit. Like you were just like, oh, strength tips. And I started kind of going off of my background.
And
of how I
strength
got
tips,
into the
I got
gym.
it.
You
So
know
my
what I-
mom met my dad,
Yeah.
and I was born 9 months later.
Well, so like,
In
Like,
order
there's-
to understand
that's just what
who
I am.
killer
though, like,
the
you know what I
dog
mean?
is.
But anyways, like what you were saying, like there's also differences in between. Like there's like kind of like powerlifting form, and then there's like people who are like squatting to get stronger, like in football. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
powerlifting, you're really kind of studying the lifts, and you're breaking down like your form and everything that you're doing wrong in it.
Right. Eat smart. Find a gym with like-minded people and work with a professional.
Well, and if we're just going with tips, it's just keep fucking showing up. And like you
And
said,
grind. That's the hardest part. Grind. You got to go. You got to go when you don't want to go. That's definitely the hardest part.
yeah. So
Coming
yeah.
from a guy who hasn't been to the gym in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's you.
You gotta go, dude.
Yeah, like fucking sleep good, which is something I haven't done lately. I've been sleeping like shit. But
I always sleep like shit.
yeah, we know you do.
You guys
g-
sleep?
yeah.
Not
My
me.
God,
I just lie and wait.
I just stay up and edit shit and mix
Yeah.
stuff and
And obsess over building a podcast.
Yeah.
Make,
I
make
want to
Steve
make
and I
it
super guilty.
good, bro.
Yeah.
Brian's like, hey, I did 30 hours worth of work on our podcast yesterday. What'd you guys do? And we're
How's the art coming, Josh?
not good.
Not good.
Yeah.
What do you think about ghosts?
No way.
You don't think ghosts
no
are
way.
real?
No way.
No?
No
Do
way.
you think ghosts are real? I
think-
can't be the only one that thinks they're real.
Well, I mean, you're not the only one. There's
No,
plenty of
I
people
think-
in the world who
In
believe
here, I'm
in
talking
that
in here.
bullshit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
I
dumbass
think
people out there.
I think that there is something supernatural out there. I don't know if it's ghosts.
There's definitely aliens. You don't
Oh,
think?
there's
yeah,
definitely aliens, but they're not like there aren't aliens on our planet. There aren't aliens here.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. They're
No,
definitely
not
alien.
on our
Like,
planet.
I believe
You know-
in the expansion of the universe. There has to be another
Yeah,
Earth,
there's got to be another
Earth or
another-
whatever you want to call it.
people.
Yeah, the
There
odds,
has to be another flat planet with human beings on it.
the odds. It's not.
There's definitely another flat planet out there for sure.
Yeah, underneath a dome.
Yeah.
No, there's got to be
Who put the dome there?
the odds that we're the only planet.
Aliens.
The odds that we're the only planet with life on it in the infinite universe with infinite stars and infinite
Yeah, you're
planets.
fucking nuts if you don't think
It's
something
crazy.
else is out there. But we're on the subject of ghosts. Do you think ghosts are real?
I think there are spirits.
Yeah,
yes, I
fucking
do
believe
think there's
that.
something.
You don't believe that?
No,
You-
dude, not at all.
See,
like-
Ashley was at our house and I was coming off of work in the morning and I wasn't home yet, but the dogs were like sleeping with her in the bed. And
That's bestiality, and it's against the law.
I don't think any intercourse happened. But
Oh,
anyways,
okay. All right, my bad.
she
I was just
she was
assuming.
saying there was a figure like in the bedroom doorway. And she thought it was like me. And the dogs like were like, oh, like what's up? But she like got up. No one was in the house. Like she saw a person standing in our bedroom doorway.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And she says it's happened multiple times, like multiple as in like 2 or 3. And our one dog, Charlie, he would not go in our
Quit burping
hallway.
into the mic.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I can't help it. But he wouldn't go in the hallway, like into our bedroom, like for like a month.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad had
After
a
that.
story. Well, he's had a lot of stories.
Yeah. So is my mom and my grandparents.
But my dad,
So do you, motherfucker. Strength tips. So I played soccer 30 years ago.
back when my
fix it in post.
back when my father was a preacher,
Oh, he's definitely seen ghosts.
he told me a story one time about
Exercising demons.
the night
that would have been so cool.
the night before he did a funeral,
Oh, that's creepy.
and there was a
I'm about to get goosebumps.
a casket in the church. Someone had died, and they were getting ready to do.
Someone came out of the casket? I need to stop guessing. I need to stop guessing. I don't need to go being an asshole. Sorry.
They were going to do the funeral the next day. I might get the story a little wrong, but
Okay.
I'll get the gist of it. He's at the house. He's like in the bed. Somebody calls the house, and they are telling him, "I just drove by the church, and all the lights are on." And my dad's like, "Well, I turned all the lights off before I left." So that's kind of strange. So he drives up to the church. Now, on his way to the church, he's driving, and there's just this fog that he drives through. Like randomly just drives through this fog.
How close
Right?
is he to the church? With the fog.
I don't know, within a couple of miles, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was a small town.
All right.
And so he gets to the church. He goes inside. All the lights are on. The casket is open. It wasn't open when he left
God.
the church. So he went in.
Was the
and-
person in there?
Oh, the body was still in there.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
But the casket was wide open. And they didn't leave it that way.
yeah.
Right?
And he turned the lights off.
Yeah.
So are we thinking that this fucking homeboy's spirit came out of the body and
I don't
opened the
know.
casket?
Most definitely.
Couldn't see,
The
so
spirit
the
was in
spirit
there,
turned
dude.
the lights on and was like, "All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm gonna go hang out a mile down the road.
I think
and
that's
just
what it was.
Fuck up traffic."
I'm gonna fucking create dude. But was that it? Like, did he see anything else?
No, I think he just he shut everything off,
Oh,
shut the casket, turned the lights back
Did
off.
he say if he was like kind of freaking out or anything, or was he like,
Oh,
whatever?
he said it. It was very creepy. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Was someone else there?
um,
Because you said they didn't leave it that way.
I don't know if
Was your dad working with someone to
I
like?
couldn't tell you the whole story like that, but
Because see, I feel like your dad like turned off the lights and left, and then someone went out to their car and they were like, "Oh fuck, I forgot where I put my keys." And then they went back inside and they were like, "Oh shit, did they fall in the casket?" And they opened the casket and found their keys and
No
left
way.
and forgot to turn the lights
well,
off.
No way, dude.
he's told me multiple stories that are creepy. Like he told me another story. They were when he was, I think he was in high school, and he said that they
Like a
had
child.
Dude, I love these stories, dude. They're so fun.
His feet
It's
are crossed
almost
and his hands.
Halloween,
He's like, "Oh
dude.
my god,
yeah
it's a ghost."
Dude, I get geeked out for this shit.
they had a piano in the house, right?
Oh my god, a
Dude, there was a
piano?
fucking piano, dude.
Yeah,
Go on.
It played by itself.
yeah.
Oh, dude.
No, they.
I'm freaking out, man.
Oh,
They had a piano in the house. And my dad said he came home from school one day and he gets in the driveway and he hears like music in the distance, right?
Oh, God.
And he said
Need some more pineapple beer.
he's walking up to the door. And as he's walking up to the door, he hears like someone playing the piano, but playing
my
like
God, dude.
playing like this amazing like classical music on the piano. Like Bach or something. I don't know what it was, but they're playing this amazing song on the piano. And my grandparents weren't home. They were at work. And so he goes up to the door and the piano is just playing. And like he hears it and it's coming from inside the house. And as soon as he puts his key in the door, the piano stops.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't hear anything else. He opens the door. He goes inside the house. There's nobody in the house. Can't hear anything. Like it's dead silent. He goes looking around the house. He doesn't see anybody. And
dude, Steve just went pale.
the funny thing about
Dude,
this,
I'm so geeked out.
the funny thing about this whole situation is like I've heard these stories from my dad,
Yeah.
and I remember like the house that my dad grew up in when I was a kid.
And you're like, "Yo, that place is haunted as
I
fuck."
remember going there and being a small kid.
Uh-huh.
And I remember like all the adults having like a conversation. And as like a little child, like 4 or 5 years old,
Yeah.
I would hear a voice I didn't recognize
Oh, Jesus.
just like interject into a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember asking my parents, like, who said that? And they wouldn't know what I was talking about. Like I would hear people interject into these conversations when they were talking and nobody else heard it. And I don't, like they say, like children have like another intuition that like adults don't have.
Oh, don't say it. I'm about to have a kid.
Well,
Oh yeah, you didn't know that, dude?
I vividly remember these in my memories, like from being a really small child. Like
yeah.
I remember that hanging out at my grandparents' house and hearing like a voice I didn't know. It'd be like just out of the blue, like somebody would interject into the conversation. I'm like, who was that? And then my parents would be like, I didn't hear anything. And I'm like, I definitely heard a voice and it wasn't any of you guys talking. And it makes me think now as an adult, like, wonder if there was some kind of weird supernatural thing going on in my grandparents' house.
Oh, dude.
You know? It's very strange.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hit one of those, dude. Scary shit, dude.
That might have been the wrong one to hit.
I don't know, but it was cool. Dude, yeah, before we close this thing out, and I have a few ghost stories, but one, I'll just say, like, I didn't have an experience at this place, but like we always like kind of hung out at, like, it was one of my ex-girlfriends from high school, like her best friend's uncle
Right.
had a house like on the outskirts of our town. And the outskirts of our town in Beaver Creek, Ohio, it was like all like farm, like cornfield shit kind of stuff. And her uncle's house was a part of the Underground Railroad.
Really?
Yeah. So like there was a bunch of like weird trap doors and shit.
The house was underground?
No, it was above ground. But it was part of the
No,
Underground
Harriet
Railroad.
Tubman built it. You need to
Yeah,
get with the
dude.
program.
Oh, my
Dude,
bad.
did you go to school?
I thought the Underground Railroad was underground.
No.
Nah.
What a stupid name
No.
then. Why did they call it the Above Ground Railroad? That's dumb as shit.
I think it's already given.
Well, anyways, he had a pool there and like a little pond, and we would all all of our friends would go, and we went there like maybe like 2 or 3 times. But the house was creepy as shit, and he actually built like a pool house, and he was like, "Yeah, I stay in the pool house." He's like, "I don't go in the house. Like I have my kitchen and all like shit in there." And like,
This was
I'll go
the dad,
the uncle who owned the house.
didn't live in the house.
Didn't live in the
house. He
house.
owned a house, didn't live in his house. He
No.
lived in his guest house.
Yes. Because he was like, I don't, he didn't say I don't like being in the house. He's like, I sleep in the pool house. Like I got stuff like a bedroom and everything I need in the pool house.
Right.
But he had like a bunch of stories. Like my girlfriend and at the time and her best friend had a bunch of stories like, oh yeah, we'd be like in this room and we just hear like weird voices, footsteps, all sorts of stuff. And it was just creepy. It was a creepy house. It had a bunch of like trap doors and shit.
That's cool.
Yeah. But you were like, dude, it was a part of the Underground Railroad.
I could tell you another story
There's definitely slaves.
Do we have time for another story?
from my father.
Dude, we have plenty of time. Do you have somewhere to be?
This
Do you-
isn't
Just back home.
an-
At
we're
what
make-
time? Do you have
No
a
time,
curfew?
but I got to hit the store on the way back.
You got a curfew?
No. If I get home in like the next hour, be good. We could do like 20 more minutes.
I have another story from
Yeah.
my father.
Oh, here we
I
go.
just want
Dude, I
to.
love these stories.
Like, I
Why
just-
don't you
so-
get excited about this? You
I
don't
just-
believe in ghosts?
Yeah, no. So like, I did want to throw my 2 cents in there. Like,
Yeah,
I
go
don't
for
want
it,
to
dude.
discredit
Yeah.
anything that you guys are saying by saying like I don't believe in it.
Right.
I do think it's fun and I think it's cool to hear these stories.
Yeah.
And I do think it's interesting. It's
Yeah.
just like me personally is like I believe too strongly in the law of conservation. Energy cannot be created nor
Yeah.
destroyed. So with that being said, there's no fucking room for ghosts. That's just how I feel.
What a fucking nerd.
Such a nerd. Nerd, dude.
I'm just like, and people are like, oh no, dude, not everybody's a ghost. Okay, which ones are ghosts? Just people who have unfinished business. That's fucking everybody. Everybody has unfinished business.
I don't know. I
There's-
think there's some dead people who are like, dude, I want to fucking die.
yeah,
Whoa.
no, I mean, which is fine, but like,
Yeah.
think of all of the people that have died.
Well, I
since
don't
the
think it's the
beginning of
unfinished
time.
business. I think it's more like like unmarked graves and shit.
Yeah, or whatever, like whatever your
Like
criteria is.
Gettysburg.
This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is my father's
All right.
story.
So yeah, like whatever your
Okay.
criteria is,
Yeah.
there. Since the beginning of humanity,
Yeah.
you're not telling me that there's so many people that have died.
here's where I am with it. I don't want it to be real. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to come face to face with a fucking ghost.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't want to see a fucking ghost.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe in them.
It
I'll never
piss-
see one.
It pisses me off that Ash is like, yeah, there's a figure in our house. I was sleeping and the dogs got scared. And I was like, well, I wasn't fucking home and it wasn't you and it wasn't me. So don't like that there's possibly at one point or another a ghost in my fucking house.
Yeah, there's
But, like-
spirits here.
But
Yeah.
why would they be there? Why would they be in
I
your
don't
house?
know, man.
Like, did somebody fucking did like
I don't
homeboy's wife cheat on him and he blew his head off in your house?
No, because we built the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would
I
there be a
don't
ghost
know,
there?
Or someone's breaking into my house, going through our little doggy door.
That's way more fucking
It's way more-
terrifying.
yeah, it's
that's
way
way
more-
more terrifying.
It's way more. Both of them suck. Both situations suck.
Yeah, but if you don't believe in the first one, it can't be a thing.
Well, let me tell you that.
I don't know, man.
Let me tell you my father's story.
Yeah, let's hear this, dude.
So this is a story he told me about
love it.
cemetery.
Oh God,
So he's with his best friend,
scary.
Don. I don't know, Don.
Done or
Don.
Don?
Don.
D-O-N?
Yeah.
Okay, not
Don.
D-U-N.
Like Donald.
Okay.
I don't know
Duck.
what the situation was, but they're walking through this cemetery downtown, and
Downtown here?
yes,
Okay, so
Just
it's
to
super
give you-
fucking haunted because we live in Charleston. So there's like a
It's
bunch
haunted
of
as
reasons.
fuck. There's lots
Yeah.
of scary things.
Yeah, there's
here.
a bunch of reasons for Charleston to be haunted, though. Like,
Yeah, for
as far
sure.
as like slavery and like all of that
Yeah.
shit, and it's like the oldest fucking city.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
there's tons of reason for Charleston to be
So
haunted.
just to give you a little backstory, my father never knew much about his grandparents after they died.
Okay.
Right? He's walking through this cemetery, and he's walking with this guy, Don,
Uh-huh.
and he looks up at the sky. He sees something that distracts him. That's the reason he looked up in the sky.
God.
And as he looks up in the sky, he's walking along.
Did you see Mothman?
He trips. He tripped up while he was walking. Tripped,
Okay.
fell, and when he picked his head up, it was his great-grandmother and his great-grandfather's gravestones right at his head.
Oh, dude, I have chills. I have serious
He
chills,
picked his head up
dude.
and looked down, and it was his great-grandmother, great-grandfather
No.
buried right there. Yeah.
Dude, my arms got chills on them. See that?
Yeah, they do. You really has goosebumps.
Dude.
So weird, man.
I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I thought it was weird too. And as a kid, my dad would tell me these stories. I don't know if they're true or if they're not true, but it was fun to hear.
Yeah, dude, like right now I have a window behind me and I'm imagining like hands rubbing down my shoulders from like the window outside.
Yeah.
Like creepy ghost hands. It's
Well,
freaking me out right now.
Would that be a ghost at that
Just
point?
to
or like a
reassure you,
demon?
I haven't heard any ghosts in this
Either.
house yet.
That's good.
But I
We're
mean,
he
ghost
said
free.
yet. He said
Yet.
yet, dude.
it could happen.
You could bring them. Maybe it was
My
stuck to your shoe from your house, and you
Fuck,
just
my
brought
flip flop.
them.
My
Yeah.
flip flop. Or the beer I brought.
Yeah, you brought.
I've got a friend, and she when she was growing up, like my best friend Chris, he would hang out in her house, and they would hear like noises upstairs when nobody else was home,
Jesus.
and he would be like, "What the hell is that?" And she'd be like, "Oh, that's the ghost." Like,
Fuck you. Get
not
out of my
even,
house,
like,
man.
They'd hear a door shut, and he'd be like, "What is that?" And she'd be like, "Oh." He would think like her sister was there. She's like, "No, we have a ghost in the house."
How are people so nonchalant? Like, it's a ghost, yeah.
I don't know.
Because like if it's been there your whole life, you know what I mean. Like if
Part-
if that's
part of
what you
your life.
believe, yeah, it's fucking your house ghost.
It's crazy.
Not about it.
I have a friend. She had a house ghost, and she didn't know what to do because she's like, fuck, there's just a ghost in my house. Like she had like a
nonchalant.
clearing, like a seance and sage burning and like all this shit or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't
to,
believe
like,
in that.
Try to get rid of it, and
Yeah.
it didn't. And so now she's just like, yeah, this is a ghost.
Pissed it off.
She would. There would just be certain times of the day. And randomly it would happen, or like she'd come home and all the drawers in the kitchen would be open.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Dude.
No way. Oh my God. I'd be
I'm
like, God
moving.
damn it.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I'm not taking any of this shit with me. I'm moving right now. I can get new furniture, new silverware. Fuck it all.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of that. I'm getting the hell out of this house.
No, thanks.
I guess we're probably coming to the end of this show.
Yeah. It was good though, man.
It's a good first show.
I had fun.
We'll see how it goes after this.
Yeah, you'll have to fix it in post.
Well, yeah, we'll start to fix it in post. Yeah.
I'm not ready for it.
I'd like to tell anybody who's listening to this
I'm
show,
not either. It's just so fun, dude.
What the fuck?
feel free to
We're leaving,
email
dude.
us any comments, concerns, any input. societyofscoundrels@gmail.com. We'll see you guys next time.
Email us, bitches.
I love you.